welcome to L&N Federal Credit Union Stadium. A battle between two teams in the top 25, and we are excited to bring it to you here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Iowa Hawkeyes and the Louisville Cardinals. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Did you know Louisville has one of the most unique stories about their stadium in all of college football? The L&N Federal Credit Union Stadium was built on a former railroad repair yard that opened in 1998. The land on which it was built was previously serving as a site for the Louisville and Nashville South Louisville Rail Yard. During construction of the stadium, the blaring train horn was used at the rail yard to indicate shift changes and was reclaimed. It is now blown pregame and each time the Cardinals score. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Cardinals offense will take the field first. And here's the big fella, senior tight end. They'll try to feed him today. We got a duel in this game with two of the better tight ends in the country.
Man, I've been waiting for this game for a long time, Reese, after everything you just said. Do not blink, do not go to the bathroom, because both of these offenses can score quickly. These passing attacks are two of the most dangerous in the entire country, and it's always fun when you get to this first game now, because it's one thing to do it in practice, but you can't wait to get out and finally do it against a live defense. And when you've got quarterback play and you've got weapons catching the ball like these offenses have, boy, oh boy, you know it's just going to be exciting.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. They'll send the back in motion. On third and long, trying to convert through the air. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Quarterback making adjustments. On fourth down, going to the air. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. And the Cardinals come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Now the play fake. Grabbed over the middle. It's Foley.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
They'll try to move the sticks with Brown. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And the offense runs the football, and they get the first down. And you kind of get the feeling they've already gone for it on fourth down once. Like, they're going to do it again. And that just puts so much pressure on a defense. Like, to play an extra snap over and over again is really, really difficult. This offense appears to be an aggressive.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Got some room to run. Running through contact. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover.
First quarter, first drive, first strike delivered, and it's the defense that comes up with the big play. Talking to the defensive coordinator, he felt really good about his pass defense, and he wasn't lying. Interception on the first drive, great possession.
The Hawkeyes have it with a first and goal. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Complete. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown.
Number 25, set to kick this one away.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Got a man, it's Foley. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Cardinals come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. They'll run play action. Fires it down the seam. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And those are the ones you just want to pull it back in as soon as you throw it as a quarterback, because you know he was open, I had him, I just put too much underneath it and missed out on a big play.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Well, giving away 5 on the false start certainly doesn't help anything. Second and long coming up. Looking to fire. This time on target. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And Brom's got a new trigger man. Keen Holtz is at the helm, and he comes from Ohio State, where you know good and well. He didn't come in as a 1-star. Like, you always come in as a 4 or a 5-star, highly recruited guy. He's got some big size, some good athletic ability. And Palmer, Brom always gets the best out of the quarterback spot. I look forward to seeing what he gets from this young man.
And during his time in Louisville, Brom's won games when he hasn't always had the most talented guy physically at quarterback either. But when you had a guy like Tyler Shuck, you saw what this offense can do. And they're certainly, they hope they have that now under center as well. Should be a lot of fun to watch this offense and see how consistent and explosive it is.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football, look at right here, right up the gut, nice play, nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Brown. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. And the Cardinals line it up with a 1st and goal. Might be calling a hot route. The snap sets up to throw. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion.
Grabs it. They will score. Touchdown, Louisville.
There's really never any doubt with this guy. The coaching staff always talks about his leadership and his mental toughness. That was a bad interception on the opening drive, but he's able to turn the page and show you his short-term memory and just come out and stay aggressive, sling it around a little bit, and this offense is able to answer with a touchdown of their own.
And how nice is it if you're a coordinator to have a guy like that you can depend on? Like, he doesn't dwell on the one mistake. He doesn't let it turn into 2. A lot of times you can see that snowball effect, man. Just a nice bounce back for him individually and for this offense to put the early turnover behind him.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Kamari Malton. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. Trying to impose their will with the run. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. And they got it.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
He'll field the punt and look for room. Bottled him up. Not a whole lot of room to run on that return, and that's how this period will come to an end. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the 2nd quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Grabbed behind the line, it's Brown. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Snags it, and he's open. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line. The Cardinals are moving quickly down the field. Wide receiver going in motion. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw again. Unloads to the right. Got his man downfield. Touchdown Cardinals. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Defense has to be better on the back end. They knew this offense was going to come out, and they were going to challenge them. They were going to try to push the ball vertically down the field. They've now given up 2 touchdown passes in this game. They've got to shore up their play in the back half.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Defense in press coverage. On 1st down, it's Malton again. Couldn't find a lane, a pickup of 1 to the 31. Didn't get much on 1st down, it's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Takes it the other
about a game-changing play for this defense, stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Guess that's one way to ensure there's no return as the kickoff goes out of bounds. Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. Handoff for Malton. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Back to pass. Fires left. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces the 4th down. And the Hawkeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He's got it. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Makes the catch. It's Richardson. Oh, he's got some space. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
Wants to keep it in the air. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His 2nd interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
He lobs one high down the left side. He makes a grab. Run out of bounds just before he can get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. In the red area, it's Moulton. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Got it back on 2nd and goal. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And you're going to need more of this in the second half. That's the way you punctuate a drive at the end of the first half to cut this to a one-possession game. Need more of that physicality in the second half.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Snagged in the middle, it's Richardson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Throws it deep. Pass is broken up downfield, and look who's there, the linebacker covering serious ground. He'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. The throw. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And a nice play by the...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Fires to the right. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out. Great place to start for this offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Got his man on the right. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Here comes the heat. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Hawkeyes! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Well, that was a huge touchdown late here in the first half for their confidence offensively. They want to be able to keep this thing close, obviously, or take the lead going into the second half. So if they kick the extra point here, you tie it up. But you've also got the option here to be aggressive and try and take the lead with a 2-point conversion. We'll see what they do.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Got it in the middle, it's McCoy. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Louisville for a fun first half than you?
And the Cardinals will boot it away to start the second half. He'll return it. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Before we kick off the second half, Holly Rowe, what do you have?
I caught up with the Hawkeyes head coach coming out of the locker room. He said this is exactly the type of game he was expecting. 2 solid defenses have made it very difficult to find points in the end zone today. The defenses have been terrific so far, really limiting what the other is able to do. Points are at a premium down here. Guys, you've got to believe that whoever makes the next mistake and has a turnover, that might be a significant change in this game. I'll keep you posted from the sidelines. Guys?
Thanks, Holly.
Great awareness that time by the safety. He's obviously spent a lot of time in the film room. The D-line was upfield. It looked like that one might be a big gainer on the running back screen, but did you see how fast the safety came screaming down? He saw that thing coming from a mile away, and he's able to make a big-time stop.
The Hawkeyes will call on their punt team. Wants to return it. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll start this drive with a pass. Throws for the tight end. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
A strike downfield. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. The Cardinals come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Caught behind the line. It's Brown. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Sends it back in motion. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Bought a little time, lets it go. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage. Great shot at a field goal from here. You don't want to be reckless and take it off the board, but you got to go for the score. Again, it's Brown. He stopped short of the sticks. They're still in field goal range if they choose to kick it here. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Touchdown, Cardinals! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary and you make that big play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Hawkeyes offense heads out to start this drive. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Kamari again. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
They boot it away. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Louisville's offense has taken the field, and they look ready to go. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. And the Cardinals now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking left. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. They'll start on the ground with Kamari Malton. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He tries to take the top off. He's got it down the field. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. The feel of this whole drive changed on that last big play. They've got it 1st and 10 outside the 30. Quickly out to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Hawkeyes with the 1st and 10. Run in the red zone, it's Moulton. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Kamari again. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Coming into this game, man, the focal point was on the running back, right? We've got to stop the running back. Talking to these coaches, they've got to be physical. 1 guy, 2 guy, 3 guys have to get there. Man, they've done an unbelievable...
Touchdown, Iowa! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Man, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the 3rd quarter. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle. He put that one in harm's way, and it's swatted down.
And that didn't look like it was the right read. Like you got to be smart as a quarterback, make the right decisions. And I know he's a go-to guy, and he's already had success on the day, but sometimes you can force it.
Looking to take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. The Cardinals line up to punt it away. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. They'll start on the ground with Kamari Moulton. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Kamari again. And he was able to pick his way for just a few yards, and that'll wrap up the 3rd quarter. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. 3rd down play from the gun. He'll off one deep down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on. The Hawkeyes will punt this one away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Incomplete, and they got a hand on that one early.
Well, that's just great awareness by the defense, locating the quarterback and knowing they can't get to him. They can't get the sack. Someone's got to get their hand in the air and knock it away.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early,
Wait just a second. They're going to go for it here, and man, if they don't get it, it brings losing into the equation. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. And the Cardinals come to the line with a new set of downs. He wants to throw it again. He wants to go deep. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
The Cardinals are marching down the field. Handoff, Isaac Brown. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. It's complete on the right side. He gets it into enemy territory, but not quite enough for the first down. It'll be 4th down. They converted 4th down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. They'll run for it, it's Brown. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
And I tell you what, it makes it really hard defensively when you have to play 4 downs every time. Like, your goal is to get the 4th down so you can get off the field. When they go for it on 4th down and having so much success, now the play count's starting to roll up.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. That last play, the kind of thing that can mess up a really good drive. It's 2nd and 17 and some room to work. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Really nice play call there on 2nd and long by the offensive coordinator. He was able to get a lot of that yardage back by running the football, and now, of course, it sets up a 3rd and manageable situation.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. On target to the left. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27. And the Cardinals come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. The run inside. It's Brown. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Brown again. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. The Cardinals come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Going to the run, it's Brown. Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Throws to the tight end. Touchdown, Louisville! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And it's go time. You need a play late, and the big tight end comes through for you. You find him, he does the rest, catches the football, gets in for the touchdown, and now you take the lead.
They'll line up for the extra point, and at this juncture, every point matters. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. So that was a lengthy 17-play drive, and the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Kamari Malton. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And here's the thing, the strategy. You want to run the ball because, yes, you want to score and you want to win, but you don't want to leave a lot of time left on the clock for their offense to get another opportunity. So that's a bit of the gamesmanship going on right now. And I think you're seeing that with their offensive coordinator in his choice in play calling.
On third down, he drops to throw. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Under fire. Hit as he throws. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a first down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. The Hawkeyes call a timeout. It's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. Iowa spends his second timeout here. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on second down. Right on the money. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. Now the Hawkeyes will call their third and final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. He'll set up to throw. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Hawkeyes! A great catch and run for 6. The Hawkeyes with the get back.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game. Now, all you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Zings it complete to the right. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Fires to the middle. Finds a tight end. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left. They'll snap it from the 39. First and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Trying to beat the D deep. A full dive to haul that one in. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. The holder will kneel at the 33, a 43-yard attempt for the win. And he got it! A huge field goal, and they've taken the lead in the waning seconds.
It is a nerve-wracking feeling as a football player when the game comes down to your kicker. And he has to come through, and Palmer, he comes through with flying colors.
And you know in college football, no field goal is automatic. But there's no college kicker situation here. He drills that right through the uprights, and David, it looks like his team's getting the dub.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, but a really good job of blocking by the return team. He's out to the 44. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the playoff. Big feather in the cap, big day for them.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.